culture. Yeah, when I think of frat boy, I think of fucking gamers at Blizzard. So this was like a common thing. They would do cube crawls. What? A female employee died by suicide during a business trip as a result of her sexual relationship with her male supervisor. Before her death, male colleagues allegedly shared explicit photos of the woman, the lawsuit said. What the fuck? Holy sh- Well, this is a lot worse than I expected from just that one tweet. I have said for a long time, I do not like Blizzard. Way before it became cool to hate Blizzard, I've been saying that shit for fucking years. But not because I knew any of this. I just think that company fucking sucks. Like, they just openly hate the people that play their games, I feel. Like, when Asmon switched to Final Fantasy XIV, you had that Blizzard douchebag that talked about how Asmon's the asshole because now he's not playing World of Warcraft. Am I the only one that finds it weird that companies feel like they have to do an anti-harassment training course for their employees because they can't fucking trust them to not be weirdos? I feel like if you hire someone that you then have to educate on how not to grope women in a cube crawl, they probably just shouldn't work for you in the first place. I find that to be just super weird. Charlie from the future here. Yes, I understand this is standard procedure for most companies to have this kind of mandatory training. What I'm saying is, I just find the whole idea a bit goofy that you'll hire someone that you're a bit concerned will start groping your female employees, that you have to give them, like, a course on how not to be a sexual harassing lunatic. I'm just saying I find that to be kind of wild. I just feel under no circumstances should you hire someone that could be a danger to your other employees. Like, if someone comes in and does a great interview but then ends it by saying, also, I hate women, that should pretty much be the end of it, and it shouldn't be one of those things like, well, it was a great interview up until then. I think if I give them the right training on how not to hate women, they'll be a great asset to the company. You know, a little rough around the edges, they hate women, but I think we could get that out with some training. I just feel like that shouldn't be an option, to be like, okay, maybe just go with somebody else who doesn't hate women that is also still qualified for the job. Oh yeah. Big Bobby K got that massive paycheck boost. And he earned it, man. He was crawling those cubes, man. He was on the prowl in the office, I bet. Fucking shaking people down for money out of their pockets. Yeah, just for those that don't know, the CEO of Activision Blizzard, Big Bobby Kotick, got himself a $155 million paycheck bonus. So if you're wondering why upcoming Blizzard titles might be missing some features, it's because Bobby snatched that shit right off the table and put it right into his wallet. I remember the Riot Games one. I remember in the Riot Games one, some of the women reported that their higher-ups, their supervisors, would often go by their cubicles and just fart in their face. Well, not directly in their face like beef stew, but they'd walk by and fart and just crop dust the office. I remember reading about that. I think working in the video game industry has to fucking suck, man. It sounds terrible. It sounds truly awful. Yeah, especially for women, man. This is, like, what is this, the fourth company now? How many was there? There was Ubisoft, there's Riot, Blizzard, and what was the other one? Wasn't there one more that I'm forgetting about? That we literally just read about? Fucking wild case, man. This just happened, too. This is 51 minutes old. The state of California just pushed this shit through, it seems. No wonder all the main Blizzard people left within the last 3 to 4 years. Yeah, I wonder how long it's been like this. So this is a 2-year investigation. I wonder how long it's been in this state. I guess Valve is the best place to work for. Because they don't make anything. Working at Valve has to be fucking easy, man. You just show up, you go on Steam once or twice, like, yeah, what's going on? Okay, I'm going home. A newly promoted male supervisor delegated his responsibilities to his now female subordinates in favor of playing Call of Duty. So that you're telling me this fucking supervisor said, I don't feel like doing this, you women take it, I'm gonna go play COD with the boys? You fucking serious? Holy shit. Wow. Complaints weren't kept confidential. That defeats the whole point of complaints. And if you complain, you get punished for it. Nice, very cool, Blizzard. Ooh, these are fighting words. They distorted and in many cases false descriptions of Blizzard's past. Goes on to say that they were required by law to adequately investigate and have good faith discussions with us to better understand and to resolve any claims or concerns before going to litigation. They failed to do so. Instead, they rushed to file an inaccurate complaint, as we will demonstrate in court. Truly shameful shit from Blizzard if all of these allegations are true. I'm inclined to believe them here for obvious reasons, but also because I really don't think there was some hidden motive. This was an investigation done over the course of 2 years, and I don't think there was any real motivation for them to like lie about things or distort the truth in any way. I think this is reporting on the facts that most likely occurred at this company over the course of those 2 years. I also really am a bit blown away by Blizzard's like Mad Max style threat, like, we're gonna prove that you're wrong in court when we enter the legal Thunderdome. That'll teach you. That seems a little silly to me, especially since they're being very dismissive of everything. And this is Blizzard versus the state of California, I believe, so it doesn't... I don't really see why they're trying to like puff out their chest or anything. It just seems absolute goofy to me. There was so much more, which of course I didn't cover in the stream because it was so brand new then, but there were other things such as they made a female employee write a one-page paper on how she's going to spend time off, even though they didn't require that from anybody else. Like, it's some really awful stuff. This was like base level stuff in these articles, and since then there's been more that have come to light. This whole thing is super sad to see. And even worse because it's not that unusual in the video game industry, it seems. We've seen it at Riot, we've seen it at Ubisoft, now we've seen it at Blizzard. It really does seem like women get treated like shit at some of these major companies, which is just awful. At the very least though, at least it's easy to boycott Activision Blizzard since they don't make anything good anymore. So yeah, that's about it. I just wanted to talk about this because it's a pretty wild story to see. And also, one more thing, I see a lot of people defending some of the behavior here, saying they were clearly just joking. And I just want to go ahead and put that shit in the dirt real quick. In the allegations, some of the jokes they were making were just about them wanting to rape the employees or something like that. Like, they would just joke about raping the women employees at the company. That's not a joke. That's just fucking weird. That's a threat. That's creepy and that's scary. That's not like a joke. You don't just write that off. You know, if you just go up to a woman at the company and say, "Man, what if I raped you? Haha." It's not a joke. You're a fucking weirdo, and you should absolutely just get fired on the spot for that shit. So I don't know why anyone ever defends that. I really don't get that. I just wanted to say that real quick because I saw quite a bit of that on Twitter, defending that portion of it where they were talking about that in the allegations. So yeah, that shit sucks. The whole thing's horrible, and that's about it. So yeah. Bye.